Welcome to Word Nerd Trivia's General Knowledge Quiz number 11. Once again, we've compiled 40 questions and answers for you, and a wide variety of topics. Keep track of your score, and let's see them in the comments. Alright, let's go. What U.S. state's official bird is the roadrunner? Arizona, New Mexico, or Nevada? The roadrunner is the official state bird of New Mexico. What online company was originally known as Cadabra? Amazon, Google, or Yahoo? That was the original name of Amazon. They intended it to sound like abracadabra, but they realized it kind of sounded like cadaver. Eek. What country won the Eurovision competition in 1988 with a song sung by Celine Dion? Canada, Switzerland, or France? Switzerland recruited the Canadian singer to perform their entry, which helped launch her international career. What is the name of Sabrina the Teenage Witch's cat? Luna, Minerva, or Salem? His name is Salem. What is the name for the most common version of iron oxide? Magnetite, rust, or hydroxide? Iron oxide is just a fancy-pants way of saying rust. In what city was the first U.S. movie theater located? Los Angeles, New York City, or New Orleans? America's first theater, the Vitascope Hall, opened in 1896 on Canal Street in New Orleans. In what 1955 Alfred Hitchcock film did Shirley MacLaine make her screen debut? Rear Window, The Trouble with Harry, or Vertigo? She made her debut as the female lead in The Trouble with Harry. What was the first movie to be promoted with a McDonald's Happy Meal? E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Return of the Jedi, or Star Trek the Motion Picture? The answer is Star Trek the Motion Picture, which was certainly a choice. According to the U.S. Postal Service, what is the most common U.S. city name? Springfield, Franklin, or Washington? The answer is Franklin, which is the name of 28 different cities. Who is the only major Greek god whose Roman counterpart has the same name? Ares, Zeus, or Apollo? The answer is Apollo, who's the god of, hold on, I got a list. Archery, music, dance, truth, prophecy, healing, disease, light, poetry, knowledge, herds, flocks, and oh yeah, the sun. He may as well be the god of overachievement. Which of these cities is claimed to be on two separate continents? New Delhi, Istanbul, or Vatican City? The answer is Istanbul. Part of it is in Europe and part of it's in Asia. What was the first video game based on a movie? Tron, Raiders of the Lost Ark, or E.T.? The first movie-based game was Raiders of the Lost Ark for the Atari 2600. It came out a month before the infamous E.T. video game. In what country would you find the Great Victoria Desert? New Zealand, Australia, or Morocco? The Great Victoria Desert is the largest desert in Australia. What country is represented by this flag? South Africa, Brazil, or Bolivia? That's the flag of South Africa. In the Bible, who was Abraham's first son? Ishmael, Isaac, or Zamarn? Ishmael was Abraham's first son, born of his wife's handmaiden Hagar. Not that Hagar. Gee, come on, man. What kind of shark is this? Angel shark, frilled shark, or cookie cutter shark? That's an angel shark. This bottom-feeding shark will bury itself in sand and just wait for food to come on by. What is the most popular ice cream flavor in the world? Vanilla, chocolate, or butter pecan? The answer is vanilla. What do the 5 interlocking Olympic rings represent? Countries, continents, or events? The rings are supposed to represent the 5 continents of the world. Now, if you're scratching your head at that, you're not alone. Apparently, there is actually some debate about how many continents there are. We're not going to get into that debate here, though. Who voices Draco the Dragon in the 1996 film Dragonheart? James Earl Jones, Sean Connery, or Morgan Freeman? Draco was voiced by Sean Connery. Where on your body would you find your bony labyrinth? Ear, foot, or rib cage? The bony labyrinth is the bony outer wall of your inner ear and the temporal bone. What group of islands were named the Sandwich Islands by Captain James Cook in 1778? New Zealand, Hawaii, or Bermuda? The Sandwich Islands, not to be confused with the South Sandwich Islands, is what Captain Cook called Hawaii. This is novelist Richard Adams. What 1972 book featuring animal characters did he write? Mrs. Frisby and the Rats of Nim, Redwall, or Watership Down? Adams wrote the classic Watership Down, which continues to traumatize children of all ages. Which former Beatle lost a plagiarism lawsuit for copying the chiffon song He's So Fine? George Harrison, John Lennon, or Ringo Starr? It was George Harrison who was sued over the song My Sweet Lord. What boxer beat Muhammad Ali in 1971's Fight of the Century? Sugar Ray Leonard, Joe Frazier, or George Foreman? Joe Frazier won the 15-round match by unanimous decision. What movie is this dialogue from?
You see me doing thrill-seeker liquor store holdups with a Born to Lose tattoo on my chest?
No, I do not.
Right. I am never going back.
Then don't take down scores.
I do what I do best. I take scores. You do what you do best, trying to stop guys like me.
That was from Heat. What album cover is this? That's Days of Future Past by the Moody Blues. This is Austrian-American biologist Karl Landsteiner. He won a Nobel Prize in 1930 for his work in classifying the modern system of what? Blood types, diabetes types, or genome types? Landsteiner was the first to identify the different classifications of blood. At what temperature does water boil? 75 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius, or 124 degrees Celsius? Under most circumstances, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. At what temperature does... Hey, wait a minute. All right. At what temperature does water boil? 153 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Fahrenheit, or 212 degrees Fahrenheit? Under most circumstances, water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. What musical instrument was played by the 40-year-old virgin? A trombone, a baritone, or a flugelhorn? Steve Carell's character played the baritone in the film. Now, I just want to say I played baritone in high school, and in my experience, that movie was pretty accurate. In layman's terms, what do you have if you're suffering from sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia? Brain freeze, jet lag, or night terrors? That's just a fancy way of saying you ate your ice cream too fast, boo. In what country did turkeys originate? Turkey, Spain, or the United States? Turkeys are native to the United States. They were brought to Europe and Asia in the 1500s by Spanish traders. On which Caribbean island would you find the Blue Mountains? Antigua, Jamaica, or Trinidad? The Blue Mountains are the longest mountain range in Jamaica. What vegetable comes in varieties like Omaha, Chianti, and Baby Enzio? Lettuce, artichokes, or cauliflower? Those are all varieties of artichokes. What movie is this frame from? That's from Big Trouble in Little China. What element makes up 85% of the Earth's core? Nickel, iron, or sulfur? The answer is iron. What does an anemometer measure? Wind velocity, temperature, or barometric pressure? An anemometer measures wind velocity. What is the next word in this list? Bean, Mike, or Graham? The next word is Mike. Those are all code words for the NATO phonetic alphabet. What is the capital of Tennessee? Memphis, Knoxville, or Nashville? The capital is Nashville. What is considered to be the first zombie movie? Night of the Living Dead, White Zombie, or I Walked with a Zombie? The Bela Lugosi classic White Zombie, released in 1932, is considered to be the first feature-length zombie film. And that was question number 40. Let's see those scores in the comments. While you're at it, a like and a share would be nice as well. We'll be back next week with another quiz, and hopefully you'll come along for the ride. Thanks for watching.